what is literacy? According to the International Literacy Association, literacy is the ability to identify, understand, interpret, create, compute, and communicate using visual, audible, and digital materials across disciplines and in any context. But what does it mean to be technologically literate? Before we can understand this, we first must understand what the word technology means. Contrary to what one might think, technology is far more than just computers and electronics. It is airplanes and automobiles, medicines and MRIs, and paper and plastics. It is home building, road construction, and the manufacture of everything from wind turbines to toothbrushes. It is agriculture and electricity. It is books, clothing and furniture, phones, television, and fast food. It's home-cooked meals, kids' toys, NASA space shuttles, roller coasters, and swimming pools. In short, technology is everything that humans do or make to change the natural environment to suit their own wants and needs. I reached out to a professional in the field of technology to help me get a better understanding of what technological literacy means out in the workforce. I started off by asking Zach if he feels that he is an expert in technological literacy.
To call yourself an expert in anything, I believe is a very strong statement.
Enter Zach Anderson, Controls Engineer Technologist at ABB. ABB is a technology company operating mainly in robotics and the power and automation technology areas. They employ over 130,000 people in over 100 different countries around the world.
Which usually comes with certifications, degrees, and other accolades that show you that you understand the subject matter at hand. Since I work with technology on a day-to-day basis, such as robotics, PLCs, 3D printers, and other various machines, I would definitely consider myself literate, technologically literate, and possibly an expert. But I do feel that it is somewhat subjective due to the many different aspects of technology. So I'll always consider myself a student, since I'm constantly surrounded by people with very rich knowledge. And I've always felt very strongly about this one quote. It goes, "If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room."
What Zach means by this is that we should always be striving to learn more. You should always be challenging yourself to learn not only from the environment around you, but from colleagues, friends, and people you encounter on a day-to-day basis. Sure, no one will ever know everything about everything, but isn't that the beauty? Next, Zach shared with me his definition of technological literacy.
To me, being technologically literate means having a great understanding of certain technological processes and understanding how many moving parts come together to create a system. It's one thing to understand how a machine works, but it's another to know how every single part comes into play for the process of actually making a machine work. Someone who's technologically literate should also have the ability to troubleshoot and problem solve on the go.
I have learned that there is no right or wrong definition of literacy, and therefore technological literacy. But I do think if we take bits and pieces of others' thoughts and ideas, we'll have ourselves a pretty good understanding of what it means to be technologically literate. Zach told me a little bit more about who ABB is as a company and what exactly they do. Zach received a bachelor's degree in engineering technology and a master's degree in project management. He is appreciative of how much hands-on experience and exposure he received during his studies to help him understand the basic knowledge to the processes used in the industry, which then helped speed up the learning process when he first got hired on at ABB.
ABB is one of the largest leading companies in robotics as well as power and automation. So we make everything from drives, converters, circuit breakers, PLCs, control systems, transformers, robotics, etc., anything, you name it. My current position at ABB is a controls engineer technologist within the cells group of the robotics and motion division. So I work mainly with PLCs and robotics that go into specific standalone cells that can be installed into a manufacturer as a single unit. We do mostly automotive applications with companies such as Ford, GM, Chrysler. On a day-to-day basis, I'm working on a single project at a time, but I have to collaborate between the simulation engineers, the mechanical engineers, and the other various contractors that help install components into a work cell. I know just about everything there is to know about 3D printing.
One of Zach's main hobbies is 3D printing. I asked him to tell me a little bit about this and if he thinks it has enhanced his technological literacy. In fact,
Zach designed and created the 3D model for this print you are seeing right now.
It takes a lot of personal research to understand how 3D printing technology works, and it takes even more skill to actually make your own 3D models that are appropriate for 3D printing. So I've been using 3D printers for just over 2 years. I currently use my own 3D printer. I actually run my own business. Right now I design and 3D print custom accessories for the Xbox One Elite controller, but I also offer custom 3D designs and 3D printing services. And it all started with a 3D printer and an idea that I could just make whatever I want.
Technological literacy is just that, the genuine belief that you can make anything you want. And it's true, you can make anything you want by combining an array of literacies across different disciplines that work together to develop a cohesive idea. Philosopher of technology Martin Heidegger described technology like this: technology is instrumental. Technological objects are means by which we can achieve particular ends. It is often overlooked that technology is more than just the devising of instruments for particular practical purposes. Technology is also a way of knowing, a way of uncovering the hidden nature of things. Just look around you. Our entire world encompasses technological literacy in one way or another. You can literally find it anywhere. All you have to do is look.